Hi everybody, welcome to my homestead and welcome to the pasture. I just wanted to show you guys how my bottle calves are doing. It's those two little calves out there. You just saw them running around. If you've been watching my other videos, I've been concerned, just like any bottle calf owner. Wow, they are playing. Yeah, they are having fun. When you have a bottle calf, they're a little bit more risky because since they're not on their mom, they're a little bit more susceptible to certain things. One of the things is scours, which is baby cow diarrhea, which makes them dehydrated, which puts them at risk. And then there's things like pneumonia and other kinds of infections. Wow, look at that. And they look as healthy as can be. You know, if they weren't doing well, I don't think that they would have the energy to be running around like that. We actually just fed them. We feed them at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock at night. One bottle. I can't remember how many quarts. I think it's like 2. I'm not going to say because I don't know. My wife is always the one that does the bottle. But one little trick that I learned is there are people that will put, like if they have chickens on their farm or homestead or whatever, they'll take the chicken eggs and then put one in each bottle, because those fresh chicken eggs, they have just natural antibodies that will will go get into your calf system and help them out. And it seems like a pretty widespread practice, and we do it just for good measure, and it doesn't seem to have failed us. So, but yeah, they're out, they're exploring. It seems like for the first couple days they just kind of like stuck around this area over here where we have like the water and the bedding and all that stuff. But this is the first time that I've actually seen them go that far. Oh, this is so cute. When they have their tails up like that, it means that they're playing and having fun. I don't think that they're stressed here. I don't know what the conditions were where they came from, but they really do seem pretty happy here and like they're doing well. There's been some places that I go, like when I go to pick up a bottle calf, that they'll have them all in like these like really little pens, and they don't have much room. I don't know if that's what the case was with these guys. The people that we got them from, they had like a bunch of calves. From the pictures I've seen and the way that they were describing it, it seemed like they had probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like, I don't know, like 7 to 10 or so. So these two probably were in like little pens, because one thing that people will do is, and you don't necessarily have to do this, but they'll kind of like keep the bottle calves separated just so that if there is a sickness, they won't spread it to the others, and also that so it's easier to monitor if someone's having the scours, and usually like the biggest thing that you're looking for is just like if they're having like really watery like diarrhea. But I've been watching these two, and right now the consistency is, like I said in another video, it's somewhere between like pudding and peanut butter, and I'm okay with that. But I think the biggest thing is like I've inspected their eyes. If they're dehydrated, their eyes will have like a sunken appearance, and so we're good with that. They're standing up great, they're running around, they're both taking the bottle okay. So, because that would be another sign if you have a calf that doesn't want to take a bottle, or a calf that just looks weak or can't stand up. I really have a good feeling about these two. I don't think we're gonna have to do anything really out of the ordinary. We may not even need to do the electrolytes, which we've actually done like every single time. But I'm pretty confident at this point that they're gonna do well and may not even need electrolytes. Like I said before, I am concerned about the temperature because all this week until Friday it's going to be up in the hundreds, and then it's going to go down but only in the 90s. So I'm just going to have to keep a close eye. You can see back there, let me move a little bit closer. You can see that silver metal stock tank over there. That's our main stock tank for our cattle, but these little ones can't quite reach it, so temporarily I put that black bin to the left of it, and I've made sure that they both knew that it was there and drank out of it. So and I keep a close eye on that. I want to make sure that it's pretty much like always topped off, so pretty much anytime we come outside I make sure that it's all the way full. Yeah, with all that playing, they're taking a rest, or at least that one is, and I don't know if she thinks that she's going to get more milk or not, but she's not. You have to measure out how much they get every day. If you saw my other video, you already know that they'll actually drink themselves to death if you just kept giving them milk. And it's not like actual milk, it's called milk replacer. It's like a powder, and then you mix it in with water. You know, there's times that you'll need to like tube feed a calf, like if things go south, and it could be that either you're tube feeding them electrolytes, which that's just a powder that you can pick up at a farm store. You put it in their bottle. If they're able to take the bottle, then you give it to them that way. If not, then you tube feed them, and then of course you would also like tube feed them milk replacer. So another thing that we're gonna start giving them is calf starter. I think what we'll have to do is just kind of like close them up in there, or maybe bring them on this side of the gate, because in fact we had to do that while we were giving them the bottle, because our Jersey bull, he's still young, and I think he still remembers the bottle, and he was like pushing them out of the way, so we had to bring them on this side of the gate to give them their bottles. And maybe that's what we'll do when we give them their calf starter, which is like a grain that they can eat. I've seen them eating the hay and the grass, which is good. That helps develop the rumen in their stomachs. Yeah, you can see the back, like where their tail is there, it's a little bit poopy there, but like if it was like really scoury, it would just be, I've seen it before, and like their whole back will be drenched. So I think they're okay. Let's go over here. You're gonna get shocked if you're not careful. This electric fence has careful. I'm kind of surprised that didn't shock her. I just checked it the other day, and sometimes like the wire will come in contact with something that will ground the entire thing, and you have to like find it. And okay, now that one right there, that is not connected to the electricity, but that one is. Yeah, see? Did you see that? Don't do it again. You're gonna get shocked. they gotta learn. So that's the one that she's putting her nose on right now. It doesn't have any electricity, but these other ones do. And when you do a reading on it, it's we got 5,000. Sometimes it gets up to 6,000 volts, and it doesn't like really hurt really bad. It's more of just like a, you know, it feels like electricity. You know, if you've ever shocked yourself. I mean, it kind of hurts, but it's not really that bad. It just kind of scares them. I've been shocked on this thing. I had to go around the entire perimeter and find a place where the wire was touching something else, and then like when I fixed that, I got a quick shock, and there's been a couple other times. But yeah, we need this electric fence because it helps keep the chickens in. I mean, it's not like 100% effective because chickens' feathers will insulate them because the way it works is that the electricity will go, like when you touch the wire, it goes through you and then into the ground, right? So you're the one that completes the circuit. And with the chickens, like with all those feathers, a lot of times it insulates them, but not all the time. So it basically works for most of them. There's a few just kind of like repeat offenders that keep getting out, but they don't really go that far. They prefer to stay in this area. The main thing is we just don't want our cows and our birds to go back into the garden. And they actually, I mean, the cows definitely don't. And then, you know, all the birds that we have, they generally don't go back there. Maybe like every now and then. So I feel like it was a really good investment. I also want to discourage our cattle to ever think about like jumping over the fence, because we live here in town. You know, if they were to jump that fence over there, then they would get into the road, and then we have neighbors over there and right there, and then there's another road on this side of the property, and I just don't want them to even think about it. So and yeah, it seems to work pretty effectively. You can see right there where the rooster is. I'm going to zoom in. You have that hen. She's taking a dirt bath. And, you know, they do that. It helps like with fleas, ticks, stuff like that. So it's pretty common for them to do that. Looks like the ducks are just kind of chilling out. I actually need to get rid of a couple of those 3 brown ones. That one that's flapping its wings, that's a female. The 3 brown ones, those are khaki Campbells. And I basically just want the ducks for their eggs. I like duck eggs. I feel like they have a little bit more flavor to them than chicken eggs. But the one that was flapping its wings was a female. The other 2 are males, and we don't really need them. And that white one, that's a Pekin duck, and he's a male. You know, we would keep him because I guess he'd kind of serve the same function as, you know, our roosters and stuff. That other white one down there, or sorry, the one at the top, the Aflac duck, that's a Pekin, and then that other white one down there is a Welsh Harlequin, and she's really pretty. We have a few other ducks running around here. They're over there. We have a couple Indian runners, and those are the 2 that our goose prefers to hang out with, probably because they look the closest to geese out of all of our ducks. We got our white-breasted turkey right there. We got this guy, which we meant to send with the last batch of chickens when we sold our chickens off, because we had too many roosters, and we didn't realize at the time that this was a rooster. He was still a cockerel, and sometimes it's hard to tell. A cockerel is a young rooster. It goes chick, cockerel, rooster. And then for hens, it goes chick, pullet. A pullet is simply, it's a hen that hasn't laid eggs yet. And then after that point, it becomes a hen. So anyway, that's the update. It seems like our calves are doing good. Now they're just getting some rest from all that running around. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you liked it. Hit the notification bell. Leave comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And stay tuned, because we'll have lots more content. Do more homesteading videos. Talk about church, the second coming, and narcissism. I'll talk to you next time.